We're here at Dungurra Castle today, all my beautiful loyal patriots and nationalists of Ireland, to explain exactly what's happening with the government project, which of course is the closing of Dungurra Castle and the not opening for the last 2 years, I believe. So we're going to give the full walk through, the full guide, so make sure to stay tuned. It's a nice shot, man. Until the security guy comes and tells you to take it away. No traitors allowed, guys. You've heard it here. No traitors allowed. So because the castle is actually locked, you know, people actually, instead of going into the castle and enjoying the culture inside, what they do is they walk around the perimeter of the castle. You know, of course, over here, what they're going to be doing right now. And the perimeter of the castle is extremely dangerous. Shannon Heritage does not take any responsibilities if you guys die, unfortunately. So Dungurra Castle remains closed for another year. Okay, another busy tourist season. A lot of people complaining as well, you know, not much tourism in Kinvara, with the Merryman Hotel being taken as well for IPAS residents and things like that. So, you know, another 2 years of less tourism. We want to see more tourism in this area, more culture, more heritage flourishing. But yeah, another 2 years of locked chains. Hopefully we can try and persuade people to, you know, in the government to try and get some funding for this one. So a lot of people would come here, you know, the tourist season, they'd go up the stairs here and, you know, they'd have dinner, they'd have a banquet up the top. Then you could actually see over the roof. It's amazing, beautiful landscape, culture. You could actually see out to Kinvara Bay, to Galway Bay as well. And yeah, it's a shame that this place is now all grown over. Check out all the grass and everything, completely grown over. And, you know, no sign of it kind of coming back. You can walk around it though. There's pretty much just a path around, but, you know, not too much to this area anymore. The dying landscape and culture is reminiscent of the government guys, of course, you know, because they want to get rid of heritage, they want to get rid of the culture here, and, you know, this is just all part of the plan. So yeah, it's kind of a joke. It's kind of bullshit because, you know, these are historical landscapes, like historical landmarks. Like I said, one of the most photographed actual landscape in Ireland, you know, in Kinvara. It's beautiful, just right on the doorstep there in the west. And, you know, of course, these houses, beautiful Airbnbs, I believe they are. You know, these are all money spinners, okay? You have the cottage with that Irish thatched roof. It's just beautiful. And, you know, to see something like, you know, that making money, and then the actual landmark itself not making any money, bringing in loads of tourists. We just met loads of Chinese people, loads of Germans, Australians. You know, we met a shitload of British people there. And it was a 5-minute walk we took, and it's unbelievable to see that one of these historical landmarks isn't getting funding. You know, but they'll fund other things, you know, like the LGB kind of agendas. They'll fund everything else apart from the actual Irish culture. It's a little bit sad to see, you know, it's like, feels like the EU, you know, the UN and stuff, you know, the Irish government itself is not really helping with the situation. You know, it could easily be solved. I mean, how much money does it cost to cut the grass of the goddamn, you know, of the area outside? Like, how much does it cost to do any of these different things? You know, it's nothing, guys. It's very cheap. And I believe the Shannon Group owns it. You know, there's a lot of consignation about who actually owns the castle itself. And, you know, if you can't even make up your mind about who owns it, how the hell are you supposed to get any funding, you know? So yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. But hope you guys enjoy that one. If you want to help support me, hit the join link. I just want to do a little PSA, a little public service help for the people of Ireland, because I feel like a lot of these landscapes are now getting thrown away, you know. And Ireland actually has the most castles of any country in the entire world. I think it's like 35,000 castles we have here. That's one of them, you know. But if these areas, you know, are going to get lack of funding, and if Kinvara is going to be overthrown with just random people as well in the IPAS centers, and it's really just feel like a dying culture, you know. And culture is one of the things that brings tourism to the area. Tourism is huge. You know, it's a huge money spinner. You know, we want to talk about making money. You know, let's talk about the social aspects. I've talked about the social aspects, but the actual money spinner, you know, that's what the government really care about, the bottom line. Well, then it's something like investing in the actual culture, you know, investing in places like that, investing in more homes for people, investing in more tourist areas. Like this Airbnb, you know, these are actually here for people that want to go visit the local village. You know, the people want to go visit the actual, you know, castle itself as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things, beautiful things to see in the west, the Wild Atlantic Way. Buses come here thronged with people, but it seems a bit dead. You know, there's not actually that many cars. There's 4 cars here, 1 motorbike, and it's like normally before there'd be like tons and tons of people coming here, tourists and everything. But now it's just going to Cliffs of Moher. So, you know, those areas are kind of the biggest kind of money spinners. But yeah, unfortunate to see, guys. Let me know your thoughts though. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up in the comment section down below. Let me know what other landmarks you guys see around Ireland that are dying. You know, and this is manufactured on purpose, guys. You know, this is you know, manufactured on purpose to a point. So I'll see you guys in the next one.